ready to begin things here, and it's going to be the purple against the white here this evening. Again, the purple team led by Coach Lori Hardy, and all the fame that follows her with a Final Four appearance in 93-94, a state championship then in 1995. And Coach Hardy, I believe, a Wheeling native originally, and came over to Meadville and took that team down there, and then her job was done after that. She took them to a state championship, and then she moved on.
Exactly, and she probably became pretty popular on the coaching scene after that state tournament win, I bet.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I know she courted a lot in Chillicothe and things like that for many, many years. But Coach Hardy here this evening, had a few words with her prior to the game, and a really, really great lady. Tony Fairchild, that guy's won a basketball game or two. He's going to be over on the other sideline.
I'm not for sure what his record, Rod, is, but I know a lot of coaches would like to have his winning record.
I can tell you this much, glossy. His record is glossy, along with his counterpart on the boys' side of things, Darren Smith, of course. They've won a whole lot of basketball games over the course of the past 10 years.
Absolutely. Two great coaches, and I'll tell you what, they've had a lot of great athletes under them for the past several years.
They sure have. Had a great athlete here back, graduated in 1985. That guy could play a little bit. You.
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far or not, Rod. I could play, but track was more my thing, buddy.
Well, of course, yep. Still hold the triple jump record. 43 feet, how many inches?
43 feet, 8.5 inches. Still got it today. Just been waiting for someone to break it.
I might do that if they let me jump twice and we could add it together.
I was going to say I can jump half that distance today, I think, on a good day.
Oh, like I said, a lot of great players out here, former Eagle greats, and I tell you what, my hat off to everybody that steps out here on this court. I had a few things, you got to get out there and play. No way.
No way. Well, I'll tell you what. Now, I did sign up, and I'm going to play, and I'm hoping to get 2 minutes, Rod. You know, everybody's got to have a goal. My goal is 2 minutes.
I think everybody has that goal. We're going to run out of players.
That's correct. That's correct. But fortunately, I'll tell you what. Now, I'm a 1985 graduate, and I'm on the opposite team is Terry Thorne, a 1984 graduate, and we've kind of worked out a deal. You see, we're going to play defense against each other, and we might be the last ones up and down the court. We don't know that yet.
It's going to be some real scrappy defense, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are going to be after. Saw Lonnie Trenham prior to the game, of course, the proprietor over at Brookfield Tire. And
yes, sir.
Brookfield, he was out shooting some three-pointers, and not really showing his age too bad. He can still shoot the basketball.
Absolutely. Now, they're Lonnie Trenham and Terry Thorne, Coach Darren Smith, the superintendent of the school, Ronnie Holzer, and myself was part of a pretty good team. We held our own. We won districts, and we lost the next game in sectionals against a very good Clopton team.
Lonnie Trenham and I talked a lot about that prior to the game. A bit of a buzzsaw. That was a closer game than I realized.
It was. It was very close. It was close all the way to the end. Lost by 1 or 2 points, I think.
I believe it was one that Clopton ended up intercepted the pass late in that game,
yes.
and were able to take the victory in that one. I was at Macon High School for that game myself.
I'll be. I did not know that. That's been a long time ago, Rod. I'll tell you what. I've lost a few brain cells since then, I guarantee you.
Hey, I'm going to run down a list. I've done this once, but I can't express enough the gratitude that I've got to WHB TV for letting us put this deal on this evening. They really worked with us a lot. Jim's put in a lot of hard work. But this my group of sponsors. I'm going to start off with the very, very first sponsor that I got. When I told them I was doing something, Kathy Bowyer contacted me. She's your local Mary Kay agent here in Meadville. Ron Bowyer, your Lewis Hybrids dealer as well. They gave me a call and said, hey, we want to be a part of that. So they were the very first ones to jump on board. Listen to this list I've got here, though. Parsons Creek General Store. Of course, Mark and Tony down at Parsons Creek. Good people. Ever since they've been in town, they have supported the school, the teams to the utmost. Absolutely. No question about it. Other ones include James Cowan Trucking Incorporated. James Cowan, the owner there, and, of course, Gerald Cowan and Joyce for years. Also involved with the business and everything, too. A great group of people. They've also sent some good athletes to this school.
Absolutely. Them Cowan girls have been pretty good over the years.
The Cowan family also sponsors a separate sponsorship as well. What about this guy, Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering of Hamilton?
Well, is that Mr. Bill Englert?
It is Bill Englert.
I know that, old boy.
Better mention Pam, too.
Pam, are they here tonight or are they in Texas?
They're in Texas. If it could have been a different night, he would have been here to referee this evening, and he mentioned that he's going to be in his 39th year of refereeing next year. His last basketball game that he's referees is going to be right here at Meadville High School on December, I believe it's either the 12th or 14th of 2014.
One of my favorite referees of all time, Rod. He made it fun for the crowd. He was good and fair to all teams. Good referee to have on the floor.
Absolutely. We're glad to have him on board. I know he's listening down in Texas here this evening, down in the Rio Grande Valley, I believe it is, there in the McAllen area. Also, PC's Workwear. That's also Mark and Tony from Parsons Creek General Store. They're there right next to the viaduct in Chillicothe, providing affordable workwear to the people around the area, doing a really nice job with that. Other ones include the Bank of Brookfield Pertinent Meadville. Dave Mayberry, he's your United Country Graham Agency agent. Ron Bowyer, I mentioned before. Also, 4D Guns and Ammo. That's Jim Donahoe.
Yes.
And he's a sponsor here this evening, him and Lindy Donahoe. Bill Tompkins Flooring, that's my brother. Worked for him part of the time as well. And we provide hard surface floor covering for both southern Iowa, north central Missouri, the whole area here. And Bill jumps on board for the broadcast tonight. Also, Craig's Ag Repair, Craig and Diane Ward. Great to have them along as well. Others, my parents, Bill and Carolyn Tompkins, also Butterfield and Associates Grain of Meadville, TP's Barbershop. You mentioned Terry Pat Thorne earlier. He's also a sponsor on the broadcast. Awesome. And Stephen Bevhow, your local Asgrow DeKalb dealers.
Great group of sponsors, Rod. Good people, too. Good people.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're about set to begin things here. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here during that. I want to mention that Nilsson and his crew down at Butterfield and Associates Grain in Meadville are your full-service ag professionals. Whether it's seed, feed, fertilizer, or custom spray application, they have either the product or the answer for you. They also have a certified crop advisor on staff. So for all your ag-related needs, call Butterfield Associates Grain. The number, 660-938-4116, or you can also check them out online at butterfieldgrain.com.
Great supporters, been around a long time. Great supporters of the school. They've had kids in this school, and I think did he graduate from Meadville?
Yes, he did.
That's what I thought.
I'm not gonna throw a year out there. That might get me in some trouble.
Here we go with the starters.
Run them down for us, Todd, as they come out.
I can't hear them.
Well, I'm going to run down what I can. That's for the white team, of course.
That's a sergeant girl. I think her name's Peterson now, isn't that Casey?
Is that Casey? That's Casey Sergeant Peterson.
Zale girl beside her.
And the lack of numbers will put us at a disadvantage here this evening by no doing of our own. It also looks like to me that out there on the white team,
Haley Zell Pointing is out there.
Yes, that'd be Haley Zell Ponting, I believe that is.
Yeah.
And also Courtney Cooper. She's got the number 13 on out there, as a matter of fact.
Is that a Cowan girl, number 25?
Yes, I believe it would be. That would be Kaylee Cowan. Kaylee Cowan out there. And you're sure that's Casey Sargent, right?
Casey Sargent, yes it is.
Okay, because we got Kelly as well.
That's Casey right there.
Well, it's going to be hard.
There's on the purple team, that's Jenny Veach out there.
And her diminutive stature. And I said this earlier tonight, no offense against anyone, in my estimation, the best girls basketball player that ever walked on the court here.
Absolutely, one of the best point guards I've ever seen in my life. There's Shanna Muck French. She was part of that team.
Lindy Howe Donahoe as well.
Part of that team.
And
there's Marcia Neal McLean. I see her out there on the floor.
We'll try to keep a little better track as we get going during the game. Again, we are at a bit of a disadvantage without numbers on the uniforms.
That's right. We're going off of identification.
And we're old and our memories are failing.
Well, Rod, what kind of stuff are the coaches probably going over with them at this point in the juncture tonight? You know, they haven't played in years.
Go out, have fun. I'm sure that's all they're telling them. Don't get hurt. That's part of one of our messages from 4D Guns and Ammo. Actually, that's from Bev and Steve Howe. The last line in their ad, Lindy, don't get hurt.
Lindy, don't get hurt. I'd like to recognize the referees out there on the floor, Rod. Over on the far side, getting ready to do the throw the ball up for the girls, Mr. Toby Seifert.
Toby Seifert, a great athlete in his own right, out here doing the refereeing. He's I believe he graduated about 88, I believe it was.
From Wheeling, wasn't it? Here we go.
Got John Schmitz out there along with Coach Darren Smith with his back to us, isn't it?
John Smith and Darren Smith, yes. Jenny Veach with the ball on the far end of the court in her normal position, point guard.
Right. Tell you what, these girls from 94, 95, back in that era, looking to be in awful good shape still.
Absolutely. Marcia McLean with the ball on the inside. They had a little fumble, turnover. White team coming back this way.
Courtney Cooper going to inbound it, it looks like. She didn't do.
And intercepted by the purple team on the inbounds. Back out to Veach, point guard. She pops a three-pointer. And
a no call.
Short. A no call. I thought she might have been shooting three on that one.
Well, I tell you what, Haley Zell-Ponting getting right after her there, knocks her to the floor, no call. May get serious out there.
Absolutely.
Probably not, though.
Casey Peterson bringing the ball in, knocked out by purple, white retains. Lindy has a little shoe problem at center court. You see that?
Yes, I do see that.
They might be a little bit, aged. The shoestrings might be a little
They
old.
could be. I've got a pair on from about 1990 myself here this evening. I was going a little retro for the broadcast.
Kayla Cowan with ball over to Casey Peterson. Back to Cooper with the shot and two.
Caught it right in rhythm. A nice pass from Peterson. And Courtney Cooper knocks it down, made it look easy.
2 points for the White to get things going this evening. Them girls look in better shape than us guys.
I'd have to agree. That was Shannon Muck French that knocked that one down.
Oh, baby, here we go. All tied up.
Everybody down on the floor, getting after it.
Three girls sliding.
Peterson down there along with Holly Birch-Boxley and Jenny Veach in there as well. Or Jenny Collins make that.
That's right. And
That's
pardon
hard
us,
for us up here.
Pardon us, folks, because we're so used to maiden names. We got to look down at our schedule to remember who they got married to.
That's Kendra Holzer puts that one up from the near corner. Couldn't get it to go.
Casey with a strong rebound put back for two.
We've seen that before.
Many, many times. 4-2 for a White team.
Casey Peterson.
Each talks things over with, or make that Collins. Now we're going by what's on the back of their shirt, so you can't fault us for that. That's Jenny Collins.
Jenny Collins.
Down low it goes to Marsha Neal McLean.
She gets fouled going up strong to the basket. She'll be shooting two.
And, you can still, certainly, even these players who are 20 years removed from the basketball court, you still see the instincts out there, Todd. They haven't really faded, unlike myself over the years.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what. Now, this is what I expect. The mind is really strong, and you think you can do it, but I expect as time goes by in this game, we'll see some wearing down. I'm betting.
The mind's strong, the body will tell you otherwise. I guess is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
As McLean at the line. Gets that one to fall and makes it 4-3. The purple team down by a point. That pass stolen away. Veach with it. She'll push the pace. Cut off there. They knew where she was going with that one.
Absolutely. She drives. Oh, great pass. No luck to Holly Birch-Boxley. She puts it up. Nothing but air. Rebound by the White team. Here they come strong back.
Credit to Holly right there. I asked her as we talked about it, and she did a great job of organizing this whole event, by the way.
Absolutely.
A huge job right there. As I talked to her a little bit, saw her parents, Tom and Linda Birch earlier, great people, good friends of my parents, and it was good to see them. But I said,
Kaylee Cowan with the long two-pointer.
Nice shot right there. And I said, so how many people you think Jenny's going to knock their head off when she throws those passes like she used to? Credit to Holly Birch-Boxley right there. She was ready for that, and that was a fine pass.
Absolutely. And it was pinpoint, too.
No doubt.
She still got it. Here comes the Ponting girl, Zale Haley.
Kendra Holzer bails her out a little bit, has it on the left wing near Cooper to corner. Or Cooper in the corner, misses her shot. I'm going to shut up and let you talk.
That's all right. Rebound by Holly Birch-Boxley. First sub. They went 3 minutes. I don't know who needed a breather. It was Zale Ponting need a little breather, I think.
I need a breather just watching myself.
And look who came into the game, a new mama, a brand new mama.
We got Kaylin Holzer in the game.
Kaylin Smith. Kaylin Smith is her name.
Correct.
And she just had a new baby here, a month ago?
Be right in that neighborhood.
Married to Derek Smith, coach's son, another great basketball player.
Was a nice up and under move right there. Casey Peterson able to thwart the attempt, gets it off to Cooper now. And
I see Hillary Mayberry into the game as well for the White team.
Hillary, of course, a graduate back in 2011. Her and Kelly Sargent worked in tandem down low on some fine teams of Tony Fairchild's.
Hiller is tough on the inside, good on the boards.
I think currently going to school last time I knew over at Missouri Western in St. Joseph, too, the last thing I knew.
Correct. Foul on Holly Boxley, sub for the purple team. Who we got? We're looking at each other, Rod, trying to figure out who this is.
We got more substitutions. Casey Peterson going to head over to the bench along with Cooper.
That is a girl from my class. That is Susie Copeland Stone.
Susie Copeland Stone. Susie, a very nice player. Sister Denise, also a good basketball player.
And she's still a great volleyball coach today, I think, down at Moberly. Is that correct?
Oh, really? I did not know that. That would be Denise Ewing.
Correct. Denise Ewing's older sister. Long shot by Holzer.
Veach going to bring it up the floor. She hasn't taken a breather yet. Veach Collins goes right wing with it. Into the right elbow. They kick it back around. A little ball reversal. Not quite in time.
Over to Lindy. She puts up the hook shot. No good.
Couldn't get it to drop. Got by with a little step there, it looked like to me, too, Todd.
That's all right. I think these refs are going to let them play, don't you,
I think
Rod?
they might.
Kaylin Holzer with the long three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Purple. Back the other way we go.
That was Lindy Donahoe with the rebound. Veach protects the ball and makes another nice pass. Too good this time.
You got to be ready, hands up, when Veach gets ready to pass you the ball.
Right. She just flashes a smile there, comes off the court. She takes that break. Lindy Donahoe going to sit down as well.
I think we have a Wood girl in there. Is that Carrie Wood Hall in the center? I think
yes, it is. Also got some nice support from her on Facebook and mentioned in the broadcast. Appreciate Holly Birch-Boxley and everyone sharing the status, doing things like that to both get the word out about the games and get the word out about the broadcast. We appreciate that. As I don't think we're going to take many timeouts. I may have to take care of a few of our sponsors as the action goes down out on the court. That's the good thing about video. We can watch it, and I can talk at the same time about something entirely different.
Absolutely.
Everyone at James Cowan Trucking Incorporated, they're proud to call Meadville home, and they're very pleased to sponsor tonight's alumni games. It's their goal to show support for all the Eagle teams, clubs, and organizations. Special congratulations to the 1995 state champion Lady Eagles, the third-place 2008 Lady Eagles team, and to last year's Eagle boys on their Final Four appearance. That message from James and Carrie Cowan, as well as Gerald and Joyce Cowan.
Great supporters, great people.
Wholesale substitutions, just what we like to try to avoid. We have actually a timeout.
Timeout.
Hey, we do have a timeout here. Our score, the white team 6, the purple team 3 here at the Meadville Alumni Games. I'm Rod Tompkins, joined by Todd Young and Jim Bly. We'll be back after these messages here on 810 WHB TV. 4D Guns and Ammo of Wheeling, Missouri wants to welcome you to this broadcast of the Meadville Alumni Games. 4D offers a full line of guns and ammo. They're located at 11297 Atlas Road in Wheeling, Missouri. You can give them a call at 816-668-3667. Also, be sure to like them on Facebook. 4D Guns and Ammo want to emphasize just how important firearm safety is. Always use the utmost in care and responsibility anytime you're handling a firearm. That message brought to you by the good folks at 4D Guns and Ammo in Wheeling, Missouri. Back here at Meadville High School, Rod Tompkins, Todd Young here on 810 WHB TV. That Wood they're trying to get it to down low?
I think so.
Kaylin Holzer going to trigger the inbound this time. Gets it in, and this these rosters kind of the way they were drawn up, kind of a battle of our two Lady Eagle teams, Lady Eagle squads that really, excelled. Right. Won a fourth place finish and a state championship the following year. Then an 08, a Final Four appearance. These two rosters kind of made up, even though there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 years difference between them.
And both of them, looking out there on the floor, both playing with the same degree of intensity.
6'3", white team leads this one.
Well, Rod, I'd like to point out for the folks at home, if you don't have a Roku and you want to watch the replay on this on your Jumbotron or in your woman cave, man cave, we're on Roku now, and there's information on the website to learn how to do that.
Roku will, like Jim says, allow you to watch it right on your very own smart television. Instead of having to go the computer route, you can watch it right there on the big screen, really enjoy the broadcast. And I've been watching a few things like that lately. And some of the new TVs come equipped with the Roku app. Others involve you purchasing a box that's pretty inexpensive, and it's well worth doing. Goes in down low.
Well, I hope Mr. Bill England is watching this game online, and he's probably monitoring the status of the referees to see if they're doing a very good job. You reckon?
And I'm sure he would have some great, amusing anecdotes should we have him on during the broadcast. I wish we could. And I know for a fact he's watching the games down there in Texas this evening. And, again, appreciate everything he does, whether it's Mr. Bill's barbecue or his officiating. He is all-around good guy.
Absolutely, absolutely. In a game like this, I can almost picture Bill just standing on one end visiting with members of the crowd, don't you reckon?
Mr. Bill, a bit of a showman out there as a referee, and I tell you what, always did a great job. Yeah, he would be visiting with someone. Him and I are both pretty good in that area. That's Kelly Sargent, puts that one up, comes up a little bit short on it, rebounded then by Zell, and she gets it back, goes up strong, no foul.
Rebound.
And then it's finally cleared.
There's the Wood girl with the rebound.
And I believe that would be
Carrie Wood Hall, is that correct?
I believe, actually, we talked about this prior to the broadcast. I apologize. There was two of the two Wood girls out here this evening, if memory serves me correctly. Alicia Wood Endicott. I think that's who that is.
Okay, all right. We got more substitutions for the purple team. I see Jenny Thorne Boone out there on the floor. Absolutely wonderful girl, great personality, and I think she is a principal up at Trenton.
At SM Rissler
That's right.
In Trenton. She is indeed. Great all-around athlete here at Meadville.
Absolutely. Great track athlete, too. There's Tony Baker Kokenauer.
Yes. Of course, Tony, a 05 graduate and the daughter of our good friend Clint Baker. I believe her brother Tanner going to be out here on the men's team this evening, one of them. Well, they tried to thread the needle there. It's a little Sargent connection. They have it taken away as Baker Kokenauer gets that one to end the quarter. We don't have a lot of scoring. We've got a lot of fun. The purple team. Coach Hardy picking right up where she left off.
Absolutely.
She's leading it over Tony Fairchild and his purple team. 6-3 our score here in this one. We'll take another little timeout and come back with quarter number 2 here on 810 WHB TV. Are you needing personal attention from your bank? If so, come by the Bank of Brookfield Purton in Meadville, where they'll welcome you with their friendly service. Ask about their personalized checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, internet banking, and free bill pay. They have 4 locations for your convenience: Meadville, Brookfield, Purton, and Winnigan. Check them out online at www.bankbp.com. The Bank of Brookfield Purton, proudly serving our communities since 1894. Tonight's Meadville Alumni games are sponsored in part by your local Mary Kay consultant, Kathy Bowyer. For all your Mary Kay needs, give Kathy a call, 660-938-4190. That number again, 660-938-4190. Here at Meadville High. And we're back here at Meadville High School. Rod Tompkins, Todd Young, as we just begin play here in this second period. Casey Peterson got to bring the ball up the floor. Not a position she's accustomed to filling most times.
That's correct. She's used to playing more down low. Rod, would you look out across this crowd? I know this gymnasium holds about 800 people. I bet you there's every bit of 600 here right now.
That'd be right where I put that estimate, maybe just a little bit higher than that. Of course, they've got a silent auction going on. They had a free will donation spaghetti dinner, all of it to benefit the Meadville Booster Club.
Great community support for the school district, like all the small towns around here. All the CLA conference teams, the new Tri-County conference teams support their schools That's one thing you got to love about small town basketball.
That's what you get for being in the heartland.
Exactly.
6-3 our score, 7:11 to go here.
You talk about small towns. We do Parkville South High School games, and I mean, it's a new school, but there's not a lot of people that go to these games, and you can definitely feel the Hickory feel here.
Absolutely.
Stacy Hicks Baker into the game.
Now, she's in shape. I see her run around town all the time. I bet she runs 5 miles a day.
Got the utmost respect for that lady. She runs marathons.
Holy cow.
I don't know whether she currently is. She runs a lot. Of course, our pal Clint Baker, he's been running a lot here recently. I know he's in way better shape than I am anyway. That doesn't take a lot, however. I notice you don't disagree with me.
I don't disagree with you. I'm right there with you, Rob.
Okay. I can take it then.
On the court for the white team, I see the Cowan girl, Kaylee Cowan.
Hillary Mayberry.
Casey Peterson, the Cooper girl, and the Zell Ponting girl.
Stacy looks pretty serious down there. Baker.
She came back out.
Believe me, she would have no problem running the floor, however.
She didn't look happy about coming out.
Genevieve Collins brings it up. Foot goes into the far corner. That's Holly Birch Boxley.
Jenny with the save and didn't quite make it.
A gallant effort on her part. She did everything she possibly could to save that basketball.
There's Lindy on the purple team, Lindy Donahoe, Marsha McLean, Jenny Veach, Holly Birch Boxley, and Shannon Muck French out there.
I went into the lane. Unable to hit it. Cowan. She got that pass right where she wanted it.
Steal by the white team, bringing her back.
It's Cooper. Off to Peterson it goes.
Over to Ponting.
And now Cooper again. Into the lane for Haley Cowan. Back out to Zell Ponting. And over to Mayberry. Mayberry, skip pass to Haley Cowan. She fires the three. Good looking shot. Great rotation. Unable to hit it, however. I saw her shooting before the game. She was shooting awfully well. Her sister to Emily Cowan, I heard she had a huge game the other night.
She did. I'll tell you what, she is deadly from that three-point line.
I'll tell you what, I would fired up by Lindy Donahoe. And it's well off the mark. Her team saves it in. Then the white team comes away with it.
Hillary Mayberry.
Mayberry, the assist to Casey Peterson.
That's correct.
Todd and I, we are working without a net. No numbers on there. And
doing the best we can.
Doing the best we can, folks. Of course, that's the benefits of video.
Kind of had a scoring drought there for about a period almost.
Shannon Muck French unable to get it down low, and Zell Ponting comes out of there with it and brings it all the way up past half court. Peterson, nice move down low. Up off the glass, couldn't get the shot. She's going to shoot a couple here, though, Todd.
Absolutely. Good block effort by Holly Birch Boxley. These girls are playing with some intensity.
Well, they are. That's got to really be off to these girls from back in the class of 93, 94, 95. Out here, 15 years, they're junior, these girls. Most of them either still in college or just gotten out of college. Casey Peterson, of course, Casey Sargent Peterson. I believe she ran track up at Truman State. Isn't that correct?
That's correct. Great track athlete.
More substitutions back into the game.
I see Becca Zell out there for the white team. Kendra Holzer.
Yeah, that's going to be Jenny Collins. Try to get her team going here. Stacy Hicks Baker back into the game. Veach at the elbow. Stripped by a couple players. However, she's hacked in the process. I'm going to say she gets to shoot here, too. John Schmitz is going to reward her with 2 shots there, and she looked to me to be passing that one.
She was going for the pass. 2 arms came in quickly. They're having a lot of fun out there.
Oh, of course they are. TP's Barbershop in Chillicothe. It's located at 732 Washington Street. That's right next to Royal Inn Pizza. And they're thrilled to, we're really thrilled to have TP's on board for tonight's broadcast. and ask that you keep TP's in mind the next time you're looking for a haircut for yourself or another family member. Telephone number at TP's, 660-707-1717. Give our old buddy Terry a call.
Absolutely. I've been there many times. Matter of fact, Rod, I need to go again.
I do too. We might have to make a date of it.
There we go. We'll hit Terry Pat up after the game and see if we can come over.
He does nice work, no question about it. I don't have much to work with, though. That's Kendra Holzer. Couldn't get that one to drop. And correct me if I'm wrong on this one. You'll know that, of course. She's the daughter of the superintendent, Ron Holzer.
Correct.
And Jana Holzer, of course, too, is the superintendent down at Tyne-Avalon.
That's correct.
She, I believe, went to Drake. Is that correct?
Let's see. I believe that is
Drake
correct.
or Creighton.
Yeah.
I have a hard time
Drake.
keeping those
I think
two.
it was Drake.
Drake, and was, I know, a manager on one of their teams and going to school up there. A great athlete, but good to see her out here on the court. She looks like she graduated last year as opposed to about 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
Into the lane, guarded by Stacy Hicks-Baker.
Copeland with the shot, rebound. I wish I knew who that was.
We're going to have to find that out. I'll bet you can do it if you ask. Collins off to Hicks-Baker. Her shot short. Still the white team controls it, and they'll head to the other end. Zell into the near corner. Then they try to get it into the lane, and Collins in there to wrestle it away. And I'll tell you what, it's scary because Jenny Collins doesn't look like to me like she's putting out full effort, and she's still putting out more than most people.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of energy. And I'll tell you, she was fast when she was in school, and you always had to be ready when she was coming down the floor, because if she saw an opening that was 2 inches wider than the diameter of a basketball, she was going to fit it through it.
I'll tell you what.
There she goes again.
That was a beautiful pass.
Speak of the devil, there she did it.
That's Carrie Wood-Hall that is able to hit that basket. Thanks to Chuck Haney, we figured that one out.
Now, I believe this tall girl down here, that might be Stephanie McIntyre Bowyer.
You are absolutely right. Well, they're going to look alike. There's two of them.
There's two of them.
And they're both on the floor right now, I believe. Both McIntyre girls.
Shelly and Stephanie, that's correct. Couldn't tell you which one was
I couldn't either. 12-6 our score.
But I do know their dad, and that would be Danny McIntyre.
Danny McIntyre, fine custom home builder from here in the area.
Absolutely.
I was going to say earlier, for every bit the star on the basketball court that Jenny Veach Collins is or was, her sister Natalie, every bit as much of a star in the classroom as a teacher here at Meadville.
One of the fine teachers that we have here at Meadville. Rod, I'm glad you brought that up. I'll tell you what, we are very, very proud of our administration and staff and teachers here at our school. A great group of teachers, really excel, dedicated to the work. We are very, very, very proud to have them here on board. A lot of them, I've been on the Board of Education here. I'm off now. It was a privilege and an honor to get to work with these ladies and these folks here at the school. Great group of people to work with.
Well said, and glad to hear that. That's Jenny Thorne Boone that had that one taken away from her, and Kendra Holzer brings it up. Again, kind of a leisurely pace. Goes over to Kaylin Holzer. She's open for the three. She didn't used to miss many of those. Couldn't get that one, though.
Rebound the Cooper girl.
Great wheels on her. Really likes to get it up and down the floor. Goes into the far corner. That's Baker Kokenauer that had it. Then back, and now Kokenauer with it again. Inside it goes. That pass taken away. Boone Thorne gets it back, or Thorne Boone. I'm having a hard time keeping those straight. Those are awful difficult. Of course, everybody knows we're trying to get it right anyway.
Absolutely. Making the best effort we can.
Makes it about twice as difficult to call a game.
It is.
I went short of the mark.
I believe that girl right there taking the shot might be Kimberly Hammond Davis, possibly. And if it is, I think she would have been in my sister's class.
You're better than me if you know for sure. We didn't have a chance to really talk to everybody before the game and things like that. Had to get things prepared. We're working without a net. That one is Kelly Sargent with it. Now it's Kendra Holzer. She fires the three just short of the mark. Save back in. Cooper off to Baker Kokenauer.
We do have sisters out there, Laura Cooper and Courtney Cooper. The McIntyre twins are out there.
Then we had mother and daughter with Stacy Hicks Baker and Tori Baker Kokenauer.
And we have
Tony Baker Kokenauer. I stand corrected. In a couple of years, we'll probably have Tori out there, too.
Exactly. And we have the Holzer girls, Kaylin and Kendra.
Yes, we do. And
Ron, their dad, Ron Holzer, superintendent here at school, he was on that team that I happened to play on. Outstanding shooting guard, Mr. Holzer, their dad was.
one of the best ever here at Meadville. I know at last check, that was before the three-point line. At last check, he was still in the top 150 in the state in scoring. I'm not sure if that's still the case with the three-point line in effect, but Ron Holzer, a great basketball player. And I tell people all the time, I said, when I played here, I was an okay player.
Mm-hmm.
I said, number one option is, hey, Tompkins, throw it to Holzer. Hey, Tompkins, if you can't get it to Holzer, throw it to Todd Young. And if you can't get it to Todd Young, you better find Roe Timmons. And then Clint Baker and I had to just fend for ourselves after that.
We had a lot of fun. Last second shot here, a little off the mark.
A scoring fest it is not. A fun fest it is, however.
Absolutely.
12-6. The white team leads it at the half, 12-6 over the purple team. I'm Rod Tompkins. Todd Young's joining us here. We're going to take a break here during halftime. There are also going to be some festivities here during halftime as well that are going to be celebrating the 20th anniversary of that 93-94 team, and that's really what this whole event got started as. We're going to do that during the halftime period and a lot of other things as well. Right now, though, a break here on 810 WHB TV. People depend on you. You can depend on us. Lewis Hybrids. Ron Bowyer is your Lewis Hybrids dealer in Meadville, and he delivers year-round service. For more information on Lewis Hybrids, contact Ron Bowyer at 660-752-7845. Lewis Hybrids, one field at a time. Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering Service of Hamilton, Missouri is a proud supporter of the Meadville Alumni Game. Let us cater your next special event. We do weddings, banquets, business meetings, and family reunions. You have a party? We'll cater it. You've had the rest, now try the best. Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering, 816-583-4807 or 816-465-0172. Parsons Creek General Store in Meadville are proud supporters of the Eagles, past, present, and future. Parsons Creek is there for all your convenience needs. They have Hunt Brothers Pizza and Wings, mouth-watering 9-inch toasted grinders and subs, as well as general groceries, pop, snacks, ice cream, ice, and North Central Missouri's largest live bait offering. They also carry men's jeans from big names like Dickies, Key Industries, and Irontown. They also have a nice selection of hoodies, as well as Browning and Wolverine socks. And lots of Meadville Eagle t-shirts, starting at just $4.99. The hours of operation at Parsons Creek are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 7, and Saturday from 10 a.m. until 2. Parsons Creek General Store, 207 South Macon Street, Meadville. PC's Workwear, located at 24 South Washington Street in Chillicothe, has a great company philosophy. Supply quality workwear that meets the toughest budget. At PC's Workwear, they have scrub tops, pants, sets, prints, solids, and you can also mix and match sizes. They have thousands of different options. They take pride in having the largest scrub selection in North Central Missouri, with pricing that's 20 to 50% less than any of their competitors. PC's Workwear is locally owned and operated. To find out more, stop by the store at 24 South Washington in Chillicothe or give them a call at 660-707-0339. Steve and Bev Howe are your local Asgrow and DeKalb seed sales agents, and they want to wish everyone involved in tonight's Meadville Alumni Games the best of luck. They also want to offer this special message. Don't get hurt, Lindy. The preceding message brought to you by Steve and Bev Howe, your local Asgrow DeKalb dealer. 660-752-7879. 4D Guns and Ammo of Wheeling, Missouri wants to welcome you to this broadcast of the Meadville Alumni Games. 4D offers a full line of guns and ammo. They're located at 11297 Atlas Road in Wheeling, Missouri. You can give them a call at 816-668-3667. Also, be sure to like them on Facebook. 4D Guns and Ammo want to emphasize just how important firearm safety is. Always use the utmost in care and responsibility anytime you're handling a firearm. That message brought to you by the good folks at 4D Guns and Ammo in Wheeling, Missouri. Are you needing personal attention from your bank? If so, come by the Bank of Brookfield Purdon in Meadville, where they'll welcome you with their friendly service. Ask about their personalized checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, internet banking, and free bill pay. They have 4 locations for your convenience: Meadville, Brookfield, Purdon, and Winnigan. Check them out online at www.bankbp.com. The Bank of Brookfield Purdon, proudly serving our communities since 1894. Tonight's Meadville Alumni games are sponsored in part by your local Mary Kay consultant, Kathy Bowyer. For all your Mary Kay needs, give Kathy a call, 660-938-4190. That number again, 660-938-4190. People depend on you. You can depend on us. Lewis Hybrids. Ron Bowyer is your Lewis Hybrids dealer in Meadville, and he delivers year-round service. For more information on Lewis Hybrids, contact Ron Bowyer at 660-752-7845. Lewis Hybrids, one field at a time. And we're back here at Meadville High School. Of course, we're famous up here. Myself, Todd Young, Lonnie Trenham is here along with us. Jim Bly, of course, the producer / manager at WHB TV, here with us as well. A very short halftime period. It's going to be halftime of the boys' game. I believe they're going to recognize that 93-94 team. It must be, or maybe in between games. We'll find out here momentarily. But I know this much. The purple team needs to start putting some points up on the board.
Absolutely. I think I figured that short-haired girl out. I think that's another one of the Wood girls. And there are two of them Wood girls playing? Or is there just one?
There is two. There's
twins. Carrie Wood's one of them.
And then the other's Alicia Wood Endicott.
Okay.
Class of 1997. I know this much. That's Kendra Holzer that steps just inside the elbow and shoots a little teardrop shot that drops.
Absolutely. Still got a good shot. She had a great shot when she was in school. Great outside shooter. Really deadly. I'm not sure what her average was, Rob, but she was very effective on the outside perimeter.
And, I'll tell you what, she played in the CLAA conference at a time when there was a lot of very, very talented girls basketball players.
Absolutely.
Players like Megan Lehman down at Hardin Central. Brooke Dersler, another one of those.
Absolutely.
During that same period of time. Darcy Jenkins down at Tyne Avalon playing in those same days. There was a lot of great players around the area. That just to name a few. I don't want to slight anybody.
Exactly. Courtney Cooper with the ball over to Casey Peterson up for the two-pointer. No good. Here we come back on the purple team.
Did a good job of handling that pass. Got it in a tough spot and had good footwork, but then found herself a little too far underneath the basket. That one's stolen away by Kendra Holzer, who, again, looks to be in playing shape still. 2008 graduate. A nice pass down low to Peterson, and she's tied up.
Nice athletic move there on that catch.
Absolutely. That was good defense right there as well.
Casey Sargent Peterson just got married this past summer, over the summertime. Matter of fact, I'm involved in music just a little bit, Rod.
A whole lot, as a matter of fact.
and they hired me to do the dance for them. I ran sound for them. Absolutely a beautiful, beautiful evening. Open reception down there south of Pershing Park.
I'll bet that was beautiful.
Absolutely.
It's, Mike and Kathy Sargent, her parents. Holzer with it. They kind of back off her. They're going to let her take that shot, but then they decide they better go out and get a hand in her face. Zell Ponting with it, right elbow shot. No good. Rebound to Lindy Donahoe.
Lindy up the floor, driving hard.
Working that left hand, too.
Yeah. Veach with the ball. They're going to set up the offense here. Over to Jenny Veach.
Nice.
Off the mark.
That'd be Jenny Boone Thorne, actually. I'm going to correct you, and I apologize for doing
Absolutely.
that. I wouldn't normally do that to you, but I think the people are going to know the difference.
That is correct. Jenny Thorne Boone.
Correct.
That is difficult.
She did have a nice form, though.
Kendra Holzer looked like she was going to have an easy path to the basket. Jenny Veach said, I don't think so.
Scrappy,
determined, and again, those passes she's been throwing down into the post have been pretty impressive still.
We might have to recruit her for the guys' team.
Good defense there by Lindy Donahoe. Casey Peterson, the corner. Across
Nice
the lane
pass.
goes. I wouldn't allow them to work together a whole lot like that.
They were looking. And did you notice the hug afterwards? I'll tell you, their girls will have a lot of fun.
Holly Birch Boxley, I saw a real nice post on Facebook earlier today, and again, she was really the catalyst for putting this whole deal together. She made a real nice post about how she thought this was going to be about basketball to start, and found out hardly any of it's all about basketball. It's about reconnecting with your old teammates, your old schoolmates. Meadville already a town that's known for coming together to support people. This kind of thing just brings people of all ages back together, and it's a great time.
The word that comes to my mind is reunion. This is the definition of a reunion. There is a ton of people here from all age groups from 1975 on, including those. I'm looking out here at the Howells parents and the Crookshankses and the Smiths and many generations here this evening, Rod.
Got people like Ronald and Joyce Serber I see down here, Tom and Linda Birch.
Absolutely.
Of course, Virgil and Jan Smith, all of them, your parents among them, always here supporting Meadville Athletics or Meadville High School in general. It doesn't have to be athletics. It can be academics. It can be clubs, organizations. It's just a great town, a great place to live.
You betcha. You betcha. McIntyre with the shot, pulled down the board by Kerry Wood, I believe.
Purple needs to get it going. That was Kaylin Holzer, who ends up getting off to one of the former McIntyre girls.
I couldn't tell you which twin is which. And, Danny, if you could hear me, I would appreciate some help. That would be their dad.
I can tell you this much. They're both really tall.
Absolutely.
And that went out of bounds. Aaron Smith going to give it to Kaylin Holzer to inbound here. We have a full court pressure being shown here.
I think so.
What is wrong with these ladies?
They are gluttons for punishment.
I know you and Trinham are going to be out there pressing, aren't you?
No, we will be back waiting for them to come down.
Waiting for the rebound to run and gun, buddy.
You know, Lonnie was a great player. You were, Todd. I remember, Lonnie for his shooting prowess.
Absolutely.
He's out there, and I'd put him right out in Willie Howe territory.
Absolutely.
When it comes to shooting those deep ones. Maybe even throw a Lee Young in there.
Absolutely.
Something like that. That guy, he cherry-picked a little back in the day.
He was absolutely a great outside shooting guard on the wing. I was fortunate. I was the point guard, and if I either went right or left, as either Ron Holzer or Lonnie Trenham, two absolutely the best shooting guards I had the privilege of working with ever here at Meadville. And then we had Terry Thorne and Mark Lytle, amongst others. A lot of great players on that team, including yourself.
Terry Thorne actually led, I think our senior year, he averaged like 17 rebounds a game.
Lonnie said Terry averaged 17 rebounds per game in his senior year. That's tremendous.
Doesn't surprise me. His son Chase, just a freshman this year, a man-child.
Absolutely.
That's a large young man.
Yes,
soft touch, though.
Absolutely. I'm going to correct you, Rod. He's a sophomore.
Is he a sophomore?
Yeah,
okay, well, I appreciate that.
Yep, you betcha.
He looks more like a sophomore in college, however.
He's a
big kid.
Big boy. Big, tall boy.
I've got a little input here from class of, what year were you, Lonnie?
84.
Class of 84. Todd, a class of 85 guy. Lonnie Trenham.
My dad says he's watched a lot of ball games. He said that class of 84 was the best team he's ever seen come out of Meadville. And there's been some teams that went to the Final Four, but he said that group we had when Todd was a junior and I was a senior.
It was a lot of fun, I'll tell you what. But these teams, they had some good teams in the 90s here.
Oh, no doubt they did.
And I wasn't around. I was over in Hannibal at that time with some great teams.
Lonnie mentions his parents, Ernest and Velma. Of course, Velma, longtime principal here at Meadville.
33 years, wasn't she, Lonnie?
You probably both had her as principal, didn't you?
I had her in fourth grade, the first year she taught here, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So had her then, but I saw him in attendance here this evening coming into the game. Didn't get a chance to speak to him, but I tell you what, long after her retirement here, great supporters of Meadville High School and Meadville basketball.
Rod, I'll tell you what, we got a special lady out there on the floor from the class of 1975. Sherry Crookshanks-Williams is out here on the floor. That is tremendous.
Yes, utmost in respect to her, and I talked to her before the game. She's a great lady, and knew my parents and grandparents and things. It was nice talking to her before the game.
You bet. She has a sister here at Meadville. That would be Terry Neal, which would be Hallie Neal's mom.
Okay.
So that would be Hallie Neal's aunt playing out there on the floor.
All right, then. See Jared Kerr in attendance here. Our best going out to his dad, Jewel Dean, who suffered a real tough accident here a few months back, and making an awful tough recovery. He's a hard-nosed guy, though. He's going to be able to handle it.
Yes, he is. Tough farmer. They had a great benefit for him here the last week.
I think they raised over $21,000 is what I was told.
Awesome.
I hated it. I couldn't be there. I wanted to be there for that, but I know the attendance was great. The generosity was great, and I know that he had been at many of those for other folks throughout the years, and it's shown there by how many people show up to help Jewel Dean out after his tough times that he's going through right now.
You betcha. Jewel Dean and Roberta, great people, great people.
Without question. Tried to dump it inside.
That's Kelly Sargent, isn't it? Out there
Yes,
on
it
the
is.
floor. Yes.
Yep.
Sherry Kirkshanks with the shot a little bit short.
Hey, she's got out there for the class of 75. She's going to get her shots and get them
Absolutely.
up. Shannon Muck French comes back into the game.
Sherry says, I need a breather, and I don't blame her because Lonnie, that's what you and I are going to do. We're going to go out there and we're going to take a shot and say, Coach, take us out.
I watched Lonnie warm up a little bit. His shot's still there. Quick first step, I'm not so sure about anymore.
It's not there, but if you leave me open, I think I could hit it from 28. Maybe
I always thought you were
18, but 28.
Casey Peterson with the block shot up the court to Zale. Has it stolen by Jenny Veach and Jenny Thorne-Boone. Another pass. That Jenny Veach is an awesome passer, pass first player.
Well, they double team Birch Boxley there, take it away. Casey Peterson right to the cup with that one and drops it in.
That white team's playing pretty tough, 9-25.
What year did Jenny graduate?
Jenny?
So it would have been 89, I believe.
Yep.
No, it was 90. She was on that 90.
89.
89, yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of her sister that graduated on the 94 team. That won it all.
There's Jenny Thorne-Boone with the bucket right there, right on cue, they say that in the business.
Absolutely. A little pressure, Rod, in the backcourt.
They've shown quite a bit. That's Kelly Sargent with it. Has her shot blocked by Shannon Muck French, but she's fouled in the process. 25-11 here as we near the end of period number 3. The Meadville Alumni games, thanks to all the administration, the Board of Education, everyone at Meadville High School for having us here this evening.
All the supporters. I'd like to thank all the supporters that you mentioned, and we got some more to mention here, Rod, and without them, you know, we couldn't do this. Great people, great sponsors, great community folks and assets to our community. We just appreciate having them.
Hey, that rolls right into this. I'm not sure that there's anyone around the Meadville community that has any more pride or spirit when it comes to our little corner of the world here than Craig and Diane Ward.
Absolutely.
They're great citizens of the area. Craig is also the proprietor at Craig's Ag Repair, and most of there isn't much that Craig can't fix.
That's correct.
He's been doing it for a long time, a talented guy, and him and Diane do a lot of great things for the community. So thanks to Craig and Diane Ward for their support of tonight's broadcast as well.
You bet. Great people.
I am just amazed by the many people that has showed up tonight.
We think about 600. What do you think,
I
Lonnie?
was thinking 7 to 8, but no. What each side holds is about what?
Well, with the new bleachers, we figured about 800 all the way full.
So I'd say there's probably 500 to 600 people here then for an alumni game. That's just
tremendous. And for it's not been planned for a very long period of time.
No.
For the short duration, this is amazing, truly amazing.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, that time Jenny Collins, she pushed the pace up the floor, got up there to the other end, didn't have any of her teammates there along with her, and had to pull that one back out.
Look at this play. Inbound play. They was trying to get Jenny Veach on the three-pointer. There it is. Holly Birch-Boxley with the jump shot. 8-footer.
We'll hit that one from the baseline. Hey, we've got 3 in the books. The purple team, they've kind of found their spot a little bit. They're trying to claw their way back. They've only got a quarter to do it. The white team leads the purple team 25-13 after 3. Back with more right after this here on 810 WHB TV. Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering Service of Hamilton, Missouri is a proud supporter of the Meadville Alumni Game. Let us cater your next special event. We do weddings, banquets, business meetings, and family reunions. You have a party? We'll cater it. You've had the rest, now try the best. Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering, 816-583-4807 or 816-465-0172. Parsons Creek General Store in Meadville are proud supporters of the Eagles, past, present, and future. Parsons Creek is there for all your convenience needs. They have Hunt Brothers Pizza and Wings, mouth-watering 9-inch toasted grinders and subs, as well as general groceries, pop, snacks, ice cream, ice, and North Central Missouri's largest live bait offering. They also carry men's jeans from big names like Dickies, Key Industries, and Irontown. They also have a nice selection of hoodies, as well as Browning and Wolverine socks. And
when they went down to Final Four and beat Scott County Central, they beat them at their own game, 86-76.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that high-scoring game.
The highest-scoring girls team still yet to record.
I'll be.
Hey, this that 93-94 team, I believe, going to be maybe the 95 team, going to be recognized this coming year down at the Show Me Showdown.
Really?
And as their 20-year anniversary of that team. They're going to be recognized, and I've seen that done with other teams. It's going to be great to see a lot of people out there I know in that one.
Absolutely.
They beat a Scott County Central team that was a run-and-gun team, and they just took it right to them.
I remember being down to that game and couldn't believe how fast Scott County Central girls were. They rich heritage down there at that school. Great teams, and our girls just hung and hung. And Scott County got tired at the end, and our girls just kept right on going. Great game.
And I think Lindy Howe should have been the most valuable player of that game the way she played.
She played a tremendous game.
I remember that just like it was yesterday.
Your mind's better than mine, I'll definitely say that.
Steel trap over there in his mind.
I believe that's Kimberly Hammond Davis with the ball.
Goes out top to Tony Baker Kokenauer.
Over to Carrie Wood with the shot.
Rebound to Casey Peterson. Hey, we're finally getting this about here in the fourth quarter now. We got Lonnie up here. He can help us with the ones we don't know.
Their names on the back of their shirts.
Well, some of them. Trust me.
This is Laura Cooper with the breakaway and the layup, and it's good.
That's Courtney Cooper, isn't it?
That's Laura Cooper.
Okay, see.
Yep. That's her sister.
Okay, that's Courtney
that's
there.
Courtney,
with
she's
the basketball,
guarding. Right,
yeah.
correct.
Kaylin Holzer thought about taking the 27-footer, or we call that the Trenham.
28 for Lonnie.
It'll probably be all airball night.
That's right.
I think they said once he stepped off the bus, that was in range for Trenham.
That's right. That's right. As long as he wasn't behind it.
Right.
He just had to see the basket.
Peterson with the nice touch on the ball
there. It was probably a good thing they didn't have a three-point line when Dick Tharp was playing.
Oh, my.
Because he averaged like 38.5 a game.
He had 97,000 points had he had it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Another great player, Dick Tharp, class of 1981, I believe.
80. 79-80, yes.
Had some great players on those teams. Guys like Bo Davis.
James Melton.
James Melton.
He was 6'8".
6'8". Mike Sargent.
Doug Lapine was a member of some of those teams.
Yes.
Doug Lapine was on that team. It says Mike Sargent.
Mac Malloy.
Mac Malloy, yes.
I remember being at the game that they lost. They took on Glasgow. Wasn't it Glasgow?
And they lost by 10.
Lost by 10 up at Kirksville. And I remember there was two brothers that played for Glasgow, Mike and Tim Davis.
Yes, it was the Davis brothers, and they were really quick.
They was fast.
Also had a Hall of Fame coach by the name of Larry Littrell there as well. Got another.
And I happened to when I went on to college to play at Kemper Military School and College, I played with Larry Littrell's son, Mike.
Really?
Mike, I'll be.
That his.
I thought I had a big shoe of 14. He had a size 18.
That's a big shoe.
That must be Reed Littrell's dad, I'm assuming, then, from the past couple of years down there. Actually, the past 4 years down at Glasgow.
There's McIntyre with 2 for the White.
Reed graduated down there. I knew that would have to be his father then, because Reed was a big young man.
That was Stephanie that made that shot. Stephanie McIntyre Bauer.
So how'd you finally get that figured out?
I heard Chuck say it.
Okay, there you go. That's what, hey, all of our good stuff we're stealing from Chuck Haney. I've been doing it for years.
And Mike Littrell's sister lives here in Brookfield and teaches. Cindy Severa.
I did not know that.
That is Mike's sister.
Mike at Brookfield. Mike coached at Brookfield, right? He was a coach at Brookfield, right?
Yes.
Yep.
But that is Mike's sister, Cindy.
Okay, I did not know that. Thank you, Lonnie.
I did not know that until about 5 years ago.
It's amazing the stuff that we don't know sometimes.
Small world, guys.
Tell you what, did you see the class of '88 Stacy Hicks Baker getting after the basketball out there? No surprise. We mentioned the shape that she's in earlier. She's got it down in the corner herself. Passes it back out, and that shot on the way from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Becca Zell.
Jump ball.
Hey, Bill Tompkins Flooring specializes in the installation of hard surface flooring solutions to include hardwood, ceramic, and laminates. They service a large area ranging from southern Iowa to here in north central Missouri. They also install backsplashes and shower enclosures, typically made out of ceramic tile. If you have a flooring project coming up in the near future, give Bill a call for a free estimate. His number, 515-729-7871. Odds are you'll get to see me if we install that as well.
There we go. Guaranteed great product.
I'm putting in a lot of them up in the, working a lot up in the Des Moines area. I tell you what, it's kind of against everything I know to be driving to Iowa all the time, but I'm doing it anyway.
Rod, who we have coaching these teams?
We have, of course, Lori Hardy coaching the purple team.
Yes.
And then we have Tony Fairchild down on the other end.
Tony, the current coach of the girls, long-time coach.
Yeah, and Todd Fairchild's coaching us tonight.
That would be his older brother, correct?
Yep.
That was him formerly down at Hale and at Hamilton, I believe. Didn't he coach
I
at both
believe
of those?
so.
That's what
I don't know where's he at now.
I do not know. I didn't know whether he was
couldn't
still coaching or not.
Shannon Muck French with the three-pointer, no good.
Well, that is Shannon Muck, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Rebound, Lindy Howell.
Whoa, what a pass. Jenny Collins right there. She's threaded the needle about 7 times already in this game.
It is still fun to watch her. Isn't that amazing? After all these years, she can pass.
I tell you what, Jenny Veach. Which Veach is that?
Jenny there. Jenny.
That was the point guard.
She
Teaches
has not
third
gained
grade, I
any
believe
weight
her.
over the years, and she's not grown any.
Nope.
She has stayed the same since high
She
school.
looks exactly. The only thing that looks different is her hair is just a little bit shorter.
Yeah,
But other
Not
than that,
much, though.
Not much.
It's awful similar. It's just the style updated. We're going to give her that.
Ooh.
Yes, just updated with the style, correct.
Heads-up play there by Kaylee Callan as she throws it off of one of the purple team to save the possession there for the white. That means they're relatively serious is what
Yes,
that meant
they
right
are.
there.
Tie ball, Lindy Howell and Becca Zell.
Purple team running out of time here. It's, of course, a 20-year celebration of the 93-94 team. It's what led to these alumni games, and it's a lot of fun out here.
Absolutely.
I think they're also running out of gas. Look at them.
No, Rolani, wait till the next game.
I know,
When
I
Rod
know.
gets to announce that.
Whichever one of you guys completely exhaust yourself first can come back up here and help me call the what's left of the
That
men's
won't be
game.
before halftime.
Yes. At the end of
We'll
the
let
first
the young
quarter.
guys
All it's
do
going to take to get you motivated, Lonnie, you hit a couple threes, you'll be out there the whole time.
Casey Peterson breaking the press.
Still exceptionally quick. Good pass. Kaylee Callan with the basket. Oh. Also want to say Bill and Carolyn Tompkins say they still bleed purple and are excited to help sponsor tonight's broadcast. They want to wish all the alumni game participants the best of luck tonight, as well as throwing their support behind the Lady Eagles and Eagles as their fine seasons continue this year. Go Eagles. That from Bill and Carolyn Tompkins, no doubt watching the game down in Bolivar tonight.
Absolutely.
Here on 810 WHB TV.
Now I know that you're very close to them, so I'm going to tell you about Bill Tompkins. Great supporters over the years. Great ball fans, ball knowledge, baseball, basketball, you name it. Bill Tompkins knows it. I'll tell you what. Love to follow sports.
I don't think they ever missed a basketball game when I was in school.
I don't think they did.
was always there, and they went to home and away games.
You bet.
That's right. Along with my grandparents back then as well, too.
That's
And,
Yes.
Thanks for that, guys. I appreciate
You
that.
bet. Well
Casey
deserved.
Peterson, I'll tell you what, her footwork's still awful good.
Awfully good. You know what I'm most impressed about watching all these ladies? They are still active. I mean, they're getting up and down the floor.
Did you see who's back out on the floor, too?
Sherry Kirkshank, class of 1975.
Peterson takes a couple bounces, fires that free throw up, and
I'm telling you, get out there, class of 75, and you're still out there now. My gosh, give her all kudos to her.
Absolutely.
My gosh.
Hillary Mayberry back into the game. Along with that's Kylie Duncan Mollahan is who just entered the game. I figured it out finally.
Way to go.
Keaton Duncan's younger sister, of
There
course,
you
the daughter of George Duncan as well.
Gayla, and
I
transfer.
couldn't come up with Gailey.
Yep.
You helped me out right there.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Keaton was supposed to come talk to us, but he didn't make it up. I directed that comment directly down there at him. Now, of course, he's playing up at North Central Missouri College. That's Laura Cooper with a shot there.
Yep.
I learned this slowly as we go along.
Rod, I don't know if you had enough cord to get the headset all the way up to the top of Keaton's head, did you?
Well, no, we probably have to sit down or something. We've been standing the whole game. It's hard not to, as we're right here above Coach Darren Smith's office, and it's a good vantage point most of the time. There's Duncan Mollahan, but could not hit that one. I'll tell you what, she was at Meadville during a really good time. I believe she would have been on part of that 08 team that went down there. They were just so loaded with basketball players. She's a player that could have been an all-out star on a lot of teams, but surrounded with a great supporting cast of star players and other role players and things like that. Right. Her time somewhat got limited. I think she, after making the move up here from Hale, she originally played at Hale, I know, made the move up here. She, on a lot of basketball teams, would have been the focal point of most defenses. Here, she had a great supporting cast around her.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you what, you take the stats from say 30 years ago, Meadville girls and boys and add their wins in basketball and their losses and see what you come up with. It would surprise you.
It'd be a pretty good number. Pretty good number. Very fortunate, Lonnie. I'll tell you what. Very, very, very
We
fortunate.
have been fortunate over the years to have great basketball teams. I'm not saying good. I'm saying great.
And some great coaches over the years. Lori Hardy, we got to all give the nod to her, though. She comes up with the big one, a state championship to her credit. Nobody yet with one of those. Darren Smith's been working on one hard here.
Yep.
Ron Hargrave worked on one pretty hard back in the day, along with Rich Cooper. You know, was a great coach on some very good teams
Rich
as well.
was our coach.
Rich was our coach.
Well, so Coach didn't come up short as you guys came up short.
That's right.
No,
We
I
did.
kid. I
No,
kid.
we
We talked
did.
about that game earlier.
Oh, the Clopton game?
Clopton game over there at Macon, and
I still remember that guy's name. Rodney Scott was the guy that intercepted the pass.
got to look him up on Facebook.
See where he's at.
Probably still got a little grudge, don't you?
That was
that
one
one.
for him.
That was
we'd
the
have
Wood
been to
girl.
we would have been to the Final Four because they went on to beat. They went on to beat Glasgow. Went to the Final Four.
Right.
Kendra Holzer with it, passes it back out to Zell Ponting, back around the wheel now, and Holzer with it, now over into the far corner to Kelly Sargent. Zell Ponting back off to Kaylin Holzer. She leaves it for Kendra, who gets a little pick and dribbles up towards the top of the key. Duncan Mollahan got a little foul. With a minute 27 left in this one, you figure out that John Schmidt's whistle does work.
It does. It does.
Once.
Letting them play. Letting them play.
Just had a little ball stuck in the hole there or something. And
It could have been, he might have been out of air and was huffing and puffing a little bit and it went off by accident. I don't know which one it was, Rod.
another former coach here at Meadville, John Schmitz is, of course, and also got a couple sons playing basketball currently that are awful good players as well. One of them, TJ,
Yes.
he missed a three-pointer once last year sometime.
I think so, yes. Great three-point specialist. Jenny
Good job,
Thorne
Jenny.
Boone with the
Thorne
rebound up and
Boone.
short. Kendra Holzer pulling down the rebound. Minute 4 left in the game. Been a great game.
So if you guys were guessing, which one of these ladies do you think probably has been in the gym the most preparing for this game? They'll all probably tell you they haven't been, but I bet you a few of them have been.
I would say you're probably right. Getting up and down the floor, Casey Peterson still looks just as youthful as ever. You know,
I
but
think
she's
the
a
Veach
recent
girl-
graduate.
The Veach girl looks like she's not lost a step since high school, trust me.
Class of '88, Stacy Hicks Baker. Of course, we mentioned the great condition she's in, running
yes.
all
Yeah,
the time.
yes.
And, didn't appear to be winded at any point on the court. Hillary Mayberry comes back in. She'll enter for Kelly Sargent. And I would try to run down the lineups for both teams, and I think I could do it at this point, actually, but that one fired up from the baseline. 32 seconds left in this one, and the purple team makes a gallant charge, but they come up short. Hillary Mayberry hits the deck posterior first.
I think she's going to be like me. More motive and just can't get caught up.
37-20 we're at with about 20 seconds to go.
Rod, I'll tell you what, I'd like to take this time to thank you for allowing me to come up here and visit with you, buddy. I'll tell you what, I want to thank you for all you've done for Meadville sports and athletics and supporting the school. Without you, I just can't imagine this school ever being without you here and being a part of this. We really, really, truly appreciate it, and it's always an honor to work with you, buddy.
Well, that means a lot to me, Todd. Always glad to have you along. Glad to have Lonnie along here this evening. And those words mean an awful lot to me. And a lot of folks show their appreciation. But I'll tell you what, anytime I've ever needed anything or needed to rally the troops a little bit for something, you've always been there. The Board of Education, Ron Holzer, everybody here at the school's always been right behind me. Even though I never ended up graduating from here, I left before my senior year. I tell you what, you sure couldn't tell the difference. Everybody treats me great, and I appreciate it.
You bet, Rod. Thank you very much. 8.2 seconds left in the game. We got an extra player out on the
I don't know who we got, but we got somebody.
Would that be Tony Kokenhauer's boy?
I think it might be. That may be Ryder, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. It looks like Ryder a little bit. I didn't see you.
Now, I can't say anything because I had a son do that once at that age.
I don't think that is Ryder. He does look a lot like him.
yeah.
37-20, the white team knocks off the purple team. So the youngsters get this one, Todd Young, Lonnie Trenham. what are your final closing thoughts as you get set to head out to the court?
Well, I think the girls are in much better shape than the guys. I can tell you that much.
Well, I'm in about the same shape as Lonnie, so you're doing a little bit better than us, bud. But I'll tell you what, I appreciate you guys coming up here. Helps a lot with the name, helps a lot with the overall broadcast, too. You guys are not only knowledgeable, but you're funny as well.
Thank you very much.
Hey, talk to us after the game, see how we are.
Okay, I'll check in on you.
Thanks, Rod.
Thanks a lot for coming up, guys. Appreciate it.
You
Todd,
bet.
thank you.
See you, buddy.
All right, that wraps this one up. The boys' game coming up next. We'll take a time out here. Check in with some more of our sponsors here on 810 WHB TV. Meadville. PC's Workwear, located at 24 South Washington Street in Chillicothe, has a great company philosophy. Supply quality workwear that meets the toughest budget. At PC's Workwear, they have scrub tops, pants, sets, prints, solids, and you can also mix and match sizes. They have thousands of different options. They take pride in having the largest scrub selection in north central Missouri, with pricing that's 20 to 50% less than any of their competitors. PC's Workwear is locally owned and operated. To find out more, stop by the store at 24 South Washington in Chillicothe or give them a call at 660-707-0339. Steve and Bev Howe are your local Asgrow and DeKalb seed sales agents, and they want to wish everyone involved in tonight's Meadville Alumni Games the best of luck. They also want to offer this special message. Don't get hurt, Lindy. The preceding message brought to you by Steve and Bev Howe, your local Asgrow DeKalb dealer. 660-752-7879. 4D Guns and Ammo of Wheeling, Missouri wants to welcome you to this broadcast of the Meadville Alumni Games. 4D offers a full line of guns and ammo. They're located at 11297 Atlas Road in Wheeling, Missouri. You can give them a call at 816-668-3667. Also, be sure to like them on Facebook. 4D Guns and Ammo want to emphasize just how important firearm safety is. Always use the utmost in care and responsibility any
Go ahead and keep playing there.
Number 25, Randy Wilson Dudley. Number 31, Randy Hal Donahoe. Number 33, Sarah Muck Prince. Number 43, Colin Birch Boxley. Number 51, Buffy Colson Clifton. Number 53, Marcia Neal McLean. And number 55, Randy Lonsberg. Student managers Jamie Rainey Neal and Melissa Cox Lehman, and their head coach, Larry Arnery. The Showdown tradition ceremony each year at the state tournament at the Final Four. This March 15th, Meadville High School will be recognized at Columbia, Missouri, along with Rich Hill, Norwood, and the Wellington Napoleon Kings. Make your reservations now. Get your tickets for Saturday, March 15th at Mizzou Arena during halftime of the 1A Girls Championship game, which begins on that day at 11:30 a.m. They'd love to have some of the great supporters of Meadville and the area there to help them celebrate 20 years since their first Final Four appearance. Will you join them, folks? What do you say? Much, gals and coach, you brought a lot of great thrills to the community of Meadville and your school, and it's thrills that you'll remember the rest of your life. Congratulations again to everybody that played on the